Hello, residents and non-residents, and welcome back to our YouTube channel, Leaders of University Park Fighting Against Corruption. Today, we want to talk about village credit cards. Now, in a previous broadcast, I told you all and broke down the wire transfers, the 80 bank accounts that the village of University Park had, and that, in my opinion, this was a major source of the corruption and theft that was going on. I have obtained documents. The Village American Express statements. And I just want to show you the type of money that was being spent. And I think questions need to be asked. Even though it was a few years ago it was being spent. They were spending our tax dollars on the credit card like it was their money, as usual. And I just want to cover a trip by Paula Wilson, at the time, Village Manager Bola, and Mayor Vivian Covington. And I just want to break down some expenditures and let you see what type of money they were spending on the village credit card at the taxpayer's expense. Now, a question needs to be asked. What kind of trip was this? It was a trip to Washington, okay? And in my opinion, this is a personal trip to the Congressional Black Caucus. And I feel that your own personal money should have been spent. Nonetheless, I'm going to break down the expenditures and see. I'm going to start, first of all, $640 was spent on the credit card. You paid for it, taxpayers. Times 3. Bola, Mayor Covington, Trustee Paula Wilson. And it was a contribution. That's what it says on the statement. A contribution. Now, ask yourself, did you give authorization for your tax dollars to go to a contribution? I didn't. Okay? Did the board give approval for authorization for $640 times 3 to go a total of $1,920 contribution? I didn't. Okay? Nonetheless, it was spent. Let's go to hotels. Now, this is not your money. So I think that you should be a little cautious on your spending. Hotel rooms, Vivian Covington, Paula Wilson, $1,644 a piece times 2. Bola, $1,683.24. All right? This is on 9/21/15. That's a lot of money for a hotel room, okay? What about the economy room or something like that? It's not your money. It's taxpayer money. But this is the mentality that they have in the past and have now. They just, whatever, spend that money. The airline tickets, $215.99 times 2. Paula Wilson, Vivian Covington. All right? I just need some answers. It's a lot of money. All right? Now, another trip, 5/6 to 5/8 airline tickets that was purchased by Paula Wilson, Vivian Covington, $1,201.29 total to Texas. What's in Texas? I want to know. Why did you go to Texas on taxpayer money? I need to know this. All right? Now, I have some dates here from Mayor Covington's card. $40.62 for food, $76.85 for AutoZone, $42.35 for food, $81.17 for food, $33.75 for food, $31.05 for food. Now, these restaurants that I see, they were local. They weren't out of town. So this wasn't business training related to me. It was just you're spending taxpayer money to feed yourself like it's your money. Okay? AutoZone. I need to know. Why did you spend $76.85 in AutoZone, Mayor Covington? Why? All right? Whose car did you get fixed? Your personal car or what? We need to know. Lanier, ex-manager Lanier left the village employment, 5/16/2015. The balance on his credit card at that time was $12,525. Now, this is just the statements we have from this Washington trip, airline fares to Dallas, and food purchases and things like that. But the reason I'm doing this broadcast is to give you an example of what went on. They were swiping that credit card like it was theirs, like, no, it was our money, okay? But this is just some of the statements that we have, okay? So imagine what the rest of them look like. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. So the point I'm trying to make here is we have to make a change. Corruption has brought our village down to its knees. To its knees. And if we don't do something, our village could possibly go into receivership. Who knows? We have to do something now. We have to get responsible people in office who actually have the village of University Park and the people. They have to have, how can I phrase this for you? I'm trying to think of the best word because I want you to understand what I'm saying. Our well-being must be the first concern of a new mayor and new trustees. Must be. Because that's the only way we're going to get out of this. We have to vote with a purpose in 2019. We have to put in place governmental reform. We have to reform this local government in University Park. Now I'm going to ask you a question. Wouldn't you think with summertime coming, we had 4 murders last summer. Okay, hopefully it won't be bad this summer. We hope. Why did the mayor put on the agenda something to stop residents from using the town center, the civic groups, meeting of the minds, and the block hub? Why would that go on the agenda? And she's dragging her heels on the crime-free housing ordinance. The chief of police has already stated to me that this will help in the local law enforcement effort. Why is she dragging her feet? They need all the help they can get. We short-staffed. Why not put pressure on the landlords when these tenants in the houses or the complexes are doing crime over and over? Get them out of our village. Why? Mayor Covington, why are you dragging your feet? Now, let me just say this. Dorothy Brown. Dorothy Brown was in the news recently, right? Remember her? All right. Selling jobs. Now, Dorothy Brown was selling jobs $10,000 a piece. It's a lot of money. Getting trips to India, things like that. Corruption. Corrupt elected officials, corrupt African-American officials. Now, question. This is just a question. Curtis McMullen works for the circuit court. It's no secret. He's bragged about this. My question to you, Curtis McMullen, did you pay $10,000 for your job? Or did Vivian or somebody help you? Where did the money come from if you paid for a job? Did you get in line and put in a resume like everybody else? Or were you part of this $10,000 crew for a job? Ask yourself this, residents. Let's go back in the minutes. When has Curtis McMullen ever voted against Vivian Covington? Ask yourself that. Excuse me. I told you. His vote has been bought, in my opinion, right? The connection that I believe is this job in the circuit court, because Vivian and Dorothy is like this. All right. When has he voted against the mayor? Let's go back in the minutes and check, and that'll give you the answer. How many times has he ever voted against the mayor? That'll give you your answer. Now, my question is this. We got $26 million missing / stolen, in my opinion. If, in fact, $10,000 was given to Dorothy Brown for Curtis McMullen, trustee Curtis McMullen job, where did that money come from? Him? I highly doubt that. Okay. What about some of the money that's missing? Was it some of that money? Questions have to be answered. All I do is ask the questions. All right? That's all I do. Okay. Now, the firm that is doing the forensic audit, IRH, they were supposed to come out with the final report, a report today. It won't be out until Monday. I'm gathering that we will learn more about corruption and where some more money went, because the amount keeps going up and up and up. Okay? So we need some questions answered in our community. But let me tell you this. I showed you the credit cards statement and told you a little about the credit cards. We got $26 million missing / stolen, in my opinion. Residents, ask yourself this honestly. Do you think the people that have put us in this situation can get us out of this situation? Ask yourself that. We need a change. We cannot depend on the people that put us in this situation to get us out. It's not going to happen. So we cannot put these people back in office again. We can't do it. We can't do it. We are hanging on by a thread. To put them back in office again, in my opinion, you're cutting that thread. You're cutting that thread. We need a change. We need a fresh start. We need a fresh start. And hopefully in 2019, we'll get it. Everybody can't be good at what they do. These people have shown they're not good trustees. They're not good. That's not a good mayor. Can't be good at what you do. Everybody can't be good. But you have to know when to step down and say, hey, I'm not good at this. I'm just making things worse. But when you're corrupt and you're trying to get all the money and steal all the money, whoever stole the money, man, $26 million is a lot of money. It's a lot of money. We're not talking about no chicken feed. We're talking about some big, serious money. So I want you to ponder on the credit cards. This is just a small portion of what we have. Okay. My next broadcast, we're going to touch on the golf course. The golf course. The golf course is intriguing to me because when I show you the figures that were being pumped in the golf course every 2 weeks, it's going to blow your mind. Why? Why was money being pumped towards the golf course when it wasn't golfing season in December? What they need money for? It's just my opinion. The golf course was used to funnel money over there and to take it and steal it. Like I said, corruption comes in many forms. This is just my opinion. The golf course, I believe, played a big part in the corruption. And the funny thing about the golf course, 2 people come to mind on the board of the golf course. Mayor Vivian Covington and Trustee Payton. It seems like, this is just my opinion, every time issues of money coming up, credit cards, wire transfers, whether you can authorize signatures to get them, money kind of is a little speculative of why money was going to the golf course. But one name keeps coming up, and why? Mayor Covington. Maybe it's a coincidence. Maybe it's not. I don't know. But we're going to get down to it. This is just a small portion. Small portion. We're going to break down some money, some accounts payable, and we have to ask the questions. What's going on? Why was the golf course slated to close the next day and they received $12,000 worth of supplies, meat, things like that for the golf course clubhouse? What happened to all that meat that was bought? Tell me. Like I said, corruption comes in many forms. They're not even going to let us keep food up in here. They're going to take that. What happened? What happened to that $12,000 worth of meat and supplies for the restaurant and the golf course? I don't know. So with that being said, it's not going to be a too long video. I just wanted to touch base on the credit card statements and give you a glimpse at the spending on taxpayer dollars. Okay. Now, they have increased, from what I hear, the trustee training amount, $3,000 to $4,000 or something like that. Trustee training. Let's deal with that. What are you being trained on? If we look at the trustees that have got elected, let's just give a couple of names. Curtis McMullen, Theo Brooks. I told you they vote been bought. They just sit up there like a bump on a log. Don't say nothing. You know, so why? Why are you up there? Why did you want to get elected? Did you want to do good by the people or what? I'm going to give you an example. Maybe about a month ago or so, it was a conference call between myself, 3 other residents, and Curtis McMullen. We were talking about the drug paraphernalia shop, and we're talking about this heroin treatment center we don't want here, all right? I asked him, when does the will of the people ever come into play when you're casting a vote? He didn't really answer me. He said, I can't vote against a legal business. If it's a legal business, I'm not going to stop anybody from opening up a business in University Park. Okay. Okay. I asked him again the same question, and he pretty much avoided the answer. Have 3 witnesses on the phone, so I don't have to lie. All money is not good money. It's not. And that answer from him lets me know he'll bring any business in University Park as long as it's legal. So if he what if somebody wanted to bring a strip club in University Park? You know what type of clientele that brings to your community, right? He'll say, yeah, they can have it. They can have it. It's legal. Forget all the traffic it brings. Forget all the trouble it brings. Yes, we can have it in University Park because it's legal, and I'm not going to vote against it. How stupid is that? How stupid is that? Especially if the will of the people don't want a certain type of business, okay? What if prostitution was made legal in Illinois and they wanted to open up a brothel in University Park? Hey, it's legal. You can have it. See what type of leaders we have? See the type of leaders that we have in University Park? The mayor will not put on the agenda for vote the Crime-Free Housing Act to help local law enforcement knowing we short. Still won't put it on the agenda. Why? These questions have to be asked. Why? Why, Mayor Covington? Put it on the agenda. Help us out before summertime comes and we're overrun. We don't know what type of criminal elements have moved into our village in the winter, this past winter. So, now you see what we're dealing with in University Park, Illinois. This is the type of leadership that we have to deal with. Okay? Theo Brooks, let's touch on him for a minute. Now I told you we have 2 civic organizations, Meeting of the Minds and the Block Club. Both groups want the best for University Park. Okay? Theo Brooks told one resident that, hey, I don't mind you using the town center to meet, but that Meeting of the Minds, no. Theo Brooks, why are you discriminating? Why are you against Meeting of the Minds? Because this group is a little more boisterous in opposing the present administration. Why are you discriminating against that group? Okay? You should be for all groups that want the betterment of University Park. Or are you just saying what your master told you to say? The godmother. That sounds like something she'll say. So you saying what your master said, say. I know. You're not fooling us. Be your own man. Okay? Be your own man. You work for the people. You work for the people. Trustees, mayor, you work for the people. Remember that. You don't work for yourself. You work for us. You're supposed to dispose of our affairs honestly. You work for us. And guess what? You're fired. How about that? 2019, you're fired. So with that being said, I'm going to let you all go. And like I said, we're going to touch on expenditures. Golf course. The golf course. Wait till you see how much money was being pumped in the golf course every 2 weeks. How much money do you need to run a golf course? To me, this was a cash cow. This is a way of cleaning that money, getting that money. Some of that 26 million. And you're going to see when we give you all the numbers. We have the documents. When you see the numbers, you're going to say, wow, what's going on? We know what's going on. Corruption. So until we meet again, peace.